Hey guys, welcome back to Uncensored. My name is Cosmo. Today we are going to be talking about the beef that's going on between Andrew Tate and Sneako. I do not want to spoil the video, so let's just jump right into it.
Massive day for the unemployed. Andrew Tate and Sneako are fighting. Anyway, what the hell happened? Well, it all started with Venezuela. Earlier this week, America whipping nay on Venezuela and kidnapped their, president who oddly looks like Dr. Disrespect.
It's true. The president of Venezuela oddly looks like Dr. Disrespect. But let's be serious for a second. What American did was gangster. You don't have to love America. You don't even have to like them. But what they did was gangster. They went in there, they captured the president of Venezuela, took him to America for him to serve justice. It has never been done before. Now, is it correct? No, I don't think it is. Because this is going to be a new type of war. And all those third world countries' presidents, they should be afraid.
And Andrew Tate had this to say, the truth about Venezuela.
Venezuela. Take all their shit. I'm against these long, prolonged boots on the ground, let's launder trillions, thousands of death, bullshit wars, Afghanistan garbage. I'm against that. But I am for efficient imperialism. Send the Blackhawks, kidnap one guy, in and out, 45 minutes, get trillions.
After
Tate is just funny the way he speaks. I can't believe Tate has fallen down to this. First, he lost the fight against that reality star, and now he's sitting and talking about Venezuela. Tate used to be that guy that everyone used to watch. Now he has just fallen into irrelevancy. I used to remember a time when I used to be very obsessed with Andrew Tate. I used to think he was the coolest person. But when you grow up, you start thinking this guy is just a loser and a drifter.
10-7, you ridiculed Ben Shapiro for encouraging war from the safe comfort of a podcast studio, and today in Romania, you do the exact same. 100 innocent lives were already lost, with far more to come. Oil isn't extracted overnight. It's not too late to change your stance. Sneako basically told this guy to educate himself, and Andrew Tate wasn't having any of that.
I do agree with Sneako. Andrew Tate has to educate himself. You can't just sit in the comfort of your house and say, go in that country and extract the oil and do this and do that. Like, brother, a lot of people die when there's war. And yeah, we shouldn't be encouraging war. We should be encouraging peace.
So I want to explain to you, without an idealistic, I'm in New York, I make arty-farty stupid videos, someone who actually understands the world.
Dude, death by 1,000 cuts. He called Sneako's videos arty-farty.
When Andrew Tate says arty-farty, I bet he must piss Sneako off.
I want to explain to you how the world...
Okay, so what I make arty-farty stupid videos. What do you put on a military helmet and wave guns around and say war's good? So I'm making videos that are trying to inspire people. You know, I'm putting effort into these videos, something nobody else is doing, right?
Sneako before used to create amazing videos that makes you think about life. Sneako's video used to be artistic and it used to be wonderful before he became a red pill guy. Then he destroyed the whole thing he has built.
Not
arty-farty stupid videos.
Dude, this is straight up the Grifter Olympics.
You wear a robe and then wave around guns in a helmet.
And Sneako would know one thing about waving around guns.
I don't take gambling deals. I could take a gambling deal. I could sign up there. I see him brag all the time. Oh, I made $300 million this year so far. I'm a billionaire. So why are you taking gambling deals after all this? Because that didn't really help me escape the matrix.
It took me a while to understand it, but Andrew Tate is a drifter. The reason why I'm saying that is because Sneako is right. Why would you take a $3 million deal, a gambling deal, just to promote that to your people when you yourself are a Muslim? What kind of a Muslim are you? Aren't you supposed to be following the Quran, Andrew Tate? It's crazy.
That didn't help me. Actually, that's why I became so stupid. I signed up for Duel. I thought I was gonna escape the matrix and resist the slave mine, and instead I lost my mortgage on Duel.com using your gambling link.
Truth to be told, when I first saw Andrew Tate on YouTube, I used to think Andrew Tate was the epitome of a man because he had the cars, he had the women. I used to think damn, Andrew Tate is that guy. But the more and more I watched him over the years, I noticed that he's not that guy. Andrew Tate sold an idea, a fiction of imagination of who he is to others, and we all bought it. And now we're starting to see who he truly is, you know, especially when he used to say, I'm a 4-time world kickboxer, and he got beaten by a reality star. I'm like, good dog, you're not that guy again. Like, stop it.
Lover hates Sneako, he has a point. Gambling is haram, and at least Sneako is consistent.
Tate saying that Andrew shouldn't respond to me because I'm just going to use it to get talking points on my podcast. Tristan, I don't know. It's not really 2022 anymore. I don't know how much motion and how much pull you think it has the same way.
I believe that Sneako has changed a lot because he's more consistent about the things he's talking about. You know, he's more dedicated into his religion because now he's a Muslim. Andrew Tate also became a Muslim, but he's the kind of Muslim that does not follow the Quran, apparently. But yeah, Sneako does follow the Quran, and he tries to live by the word of the Quran, which is up to him. I mean, I'm not judging anybody. And Christian Tate and Andrew Tate don't have that same pull as they used to do. I would definitely agree.
It's not about clout from you guys. It's really about anti-war. It's about this issue.
Damn, bro, he whooped out the Google Trends. He basically said Andrew Tate fell off.
You guys are in Romania saying Venezuela. You guys are in Romania saying that we need to get involved and that we should steal everything from them. It's about protecting my country and not getting involved in foreign conflicts. You guys, how many times have you stepped in America in the past several years?
Love him or hate him, Sneako is actually making a great point right now. Andrew Tate is sitting in the comfort of his home in Romania, making statements like, take their whole things and do that thing. You know, it's crazy because war is bad. And the people that are suffering is the Americans, that they have to pay their tax money to support wars that they don't even want to partake in.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a literal retard, but like, isn't it better to just swoop in and get something done in a day instead of like spending years and years of tax dollars? Not to be mean, but what the f even is a Venezuela? I'm pretty sure their currency is worth less than RuneScape or World of Warcraft. We should be invading them. That's embarrassing.
I do disagree with the person that is talking in the video. It doesn't matter if Venezuela has a low currency. That doesn't give us the right to go in their country and take their president.
Andrew Tate rebutted. This wasn't a war. I am anti-war. This was choosing a leader by Black Hawk instead of election rigging to control resource. Welcome to planet Earth. This happens all day, every day. That's why you live in a nice, rich country. You just don't understand how the world works yet. Basically, Venezuela got a level 1 air defense and maxed out Dark Elixir. Why wouldn't you raid them?
I do not know a lot about politics, and I'm not a fan of politics, but the one thing I do know is that the United States of America did a very big mistake by capturing the president of Venezuela. The reason why I'm saying that is because when you watch National Geographic, right, and you see this chimpanzee, you see the alpha male, if he goes around terrorizing all the other like beta male chimpanzee, one day those beta male are going to organize and then they're going to kill the alpha. And I think it's the same thing that's going to happen to the United States of America. If now he's thinking of taking Greenland, all the other European countries, and they'll talk to other countries to join and fight against the United States of America. And I'm telling you, the United States of America is not strong enough to take on the whole world yet.
And the miracle of all of this to me is that Sneako's crying his eyes out that we decided to depose the leader of a South American nation. As if we haven't deposed the leader of every South American nation since there's been elections, bruv. That's all we ever do. That's why you get to live in New York, in your big-ass building. But because we used a helicopter this time, he wants to cry about it, instead of election rigging and dollars, which is how we normally do things.
Funny because they're kind of on the same page about war. They both believe that tax dollars could be spent elsewhere, like Somali take.
I do believe that they're arguing about the same thing, but in different ways. Tate believed that it's good that they went fast, capture the president, and come back. And Sneako believed that it's not good for us to go and capture a president, and it's not good for us to be in war. We should focus on our country, which I agree more with Sneako. I do believe that we should focus more on the United States of America than to focus on another country.
Forget this bullshit about law, about right and wrong.
Forget, like, listen to what he just said. I know maybe we're going in circle, but he just said, forget about what's right and wrong. What are you saying? What are you saying?
When streamers go and click their stream deck for a little boom mid-speech, it's actually the corniest thing ever. I'm sorry.
Forget about right and wrong. This is how you're using your influence?
There is no right.
No,
and wrong.
No, there is, actually. There is right and wrong. This isn't a controversial statement, and it's incredible that this is even a talking point.
I don't know what is going on with Andrew Tate. Since he fought that reality star, it seems like they have knocked out some sense in his head. There is right and wrong. And I do believe that the United States should be focusing on building its people and building its society to be the way it's supposed to be than to go in and invade Venezuela. Now, I do not know the things that are going on in Venezuela. I have no idea about it. I hear some people say that people in Venezuela are very happy. Some other people are saying that it's AI generated. I have no clue about it. But to go and capture another person's president, it's crazy.
There is right and wrong. You're not supposed to submit to the powers that be.
Dude, the USA got level 10 dragons and Venezuela has a level 1 air defense. Not even Inferno towers. What are they supposed to do?
I've heard his talking points over the years. He says, as a billionaire, I could be on a yacht, a bunch of models, but I choose to be fighting the fight because I do what's right. I could just off and be on a yacht and sleep with a bunch of women and be a degenerate, but I'm doing my podcast to fight what's right and escape the matrix.
Like I said, there was a time when Andrew Tate's voice was very powerful. I don't think that he's that guy anymore. I think that he has fallen off drastically. And I think that people are just kind of tired of him.
It's not a mystery that Andrew Tate is a grifter. Why did it take you till 2026 to figure it out?
Even though she is in love, I am still hard as hell.
Buy more. Buy more. Buy more. Buy more.
He did crypto, bruh.
He did crypto, bruh.
You are echoing the slave mind. You have now become the matrix. Someone needs to put a flash like Men in Black on his face.
I think that artsy fartsy stupid videos comment really hit Sneako hard.
Tate promoting gambling. Yeah, let's have a real conversation about that. I tweeted at Tate yesterday because after years of saying he didn't want to stream on Kick because they promote gambling, after years of Tristan saying that gambling and degeneracy and is ruining the West, Tate promotes his gambling website.
I mean, Andrew Tate's literal come up was through pornography, so like, why is it so shocking that he'd go ahead and start a gambling site or like do crypto?
It's not that we did not know Andrew Tate is a drifter, it's that when he was arrested, he was going around with the Quran, and we thought he really changed, and the way he was speaking about Allah and stuff like that, we thought like, man, finally now he's a Muslim, he's going to change. But truth to be told, seeing Tate gambling, that going back to his old ways, that's who Andrew Tate is, and everyone has discovered that. So, yeah.
He blocks anyone who criticizes his behavior. Tristan, too. I'm literally blocked myself, and all I did was tweet this.
Because it's hopeless. Because nothing matters. We Americans, here in Romania, resist the slave mind and gamble your way out of it.
Yeah, that is technically Andrew Tate's message. Resist the slave mind and then gamble away your day. You know, you work hard. You work from 9 to 5 and take that little money that you have, come and gamble it to me. That's what Andrew Tate is promoting. And truth to be told, I do agree with Sneako. Andrew Tate is a drifter, but he does have influence. A lot of people still look up to him. And yeah, I think that he should think about things before he says it.
Albeit, Sneako ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but he does seem more consistent on his messaging than Tate, so credit where it's due. Trump just ordered the murder of 80 innocent Christian civilians in Venezuela, and not one of the based Christian tradcons gives a single Dude, at this point, if they caught somebody like Pablo Escobar in 2026, one side of the political spectrum would be upset about it, and somehow it turned into a left-wing versus right-wing issue.
Now like this in America, the political climate is kind of hot because it is the left versus the right, and it shouldn't be like that. I think that we should all be united and we should all find a common ground.
Left wing, right wing, doesn't matter. It's on the same bird. This seems kind of one-sided, though. All Tate did was call Sneako a dumbass and say he makes artsy-fartsy stupid videos, and Sneako's been popping off.
Arty-farty stupid videos.
I mean, Tate versus Sneako is just India versus Pakistan.
That was actually funny. If you did not get the joke, the reason why he put the flag of Canada instead of India is because a lot of Indians live in Canada. Now it's more populated of Indian than Canadian.
So what did Tate even say about Venezuela? Let's keep watching.
Anyone with a brain knows Mexico and below is all one big Mexico. Just a bunch of f***ing Mexicans. I'm from Argentina. I'm from Colombia. I'm from Honduras. You're a bunch of Mexicans. America should take everyone's shit while it's still capable. While there's a few white guys left, because they're the most competent. Send the Delta Force to take absolutely everybody's stuff. That's the way the world has always worked.
Also, correct me.
I do think it's sad that Andrew Tate is promoting and supporting the fact that the American government can go in and take a country's president. I think that is the saddest thing that can happen, because If America does that, America is going to create more enemy for itself. And truth to be told, America doesn't have the luxury to have a lot of enemies. Even though their army is very strong, I don't think America has the power to go against the whole world.
If I'm wrong, if there's any Venezuelans watching, aren't you guys happy that Dr. Disrespect got kicked out of power? Like, apparently he was rigging elections and stuff. Is this true? Does Sneako even know what he's talking about? I'm so confused.
Or don't you need Congress to agree to invade another country, them, and literally kidnap their president? Don't you need to vote on this? Isn't this something that people need to agree upon? Apparently not anymore. And a lot of people think this is really cool.
There's nothing cool about the United States going to Venezuela and capturing the president, because if it was done to the United States, I think a lot of people would have the same reaction, that it is not okay. That's a different kind of a war that we're fighting, because now you're saying that the strong can take over the weak, which is not the message that America has been promoting. America believes in democracy. So where was the democracy in that? Let the country rule themselves.
They see the thing its base. The populist movement in America, whenever brown people get, whether they're from Iraq, Afghanistan, there is a sense of national pride. Immediately, yeah, America!
I mean, fair play, the media machine does paint it as an us versus them mentality, and the sheer distance makes it harder to emphasize. Also, they got hella loot, bruh. I'm sorry, you gotta take that I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. War and military conflicts are terrible, and civilian deaths are tragedies, but I just don't care. I care about Ukraine because I have family there, and I don't expect you to care either. You know what I'm saying? If we all extended that much empathy to every global issue, we'd all be depressed. And the people that do claim to care mostly do it out of selfish reasons anyway, in order to look good or virtue signal, because I don't see anybody talking about Sudan, despite the atrocities committed there currently. I know for a fact that both of these dudes didn't even know who Dr. Disrespect over here was until the news cycle broke down, and they're sort of using it to capitalize for their own gain. If you're still watching Tate or Sneako in Big 26, you gotta be either a third worlder or mentally retarded. But unfortunately, we ran out of time for this video.
And to take a Sneako beefing, I didn't see that coming. I do believe that Sneako has grown a little bit, and he's seen Andrew Tate for who Andrew Tate is. It's almost like you have had that friend that you've always thought the friend is the coolest friend, until they do something that makes you think like, you're not as cool as I thought. And I think that that's the moment that Sneako is having right now. He just doesn't think Andrew Tate is as big as he used to be. He doesn't look up to them, because there was one time where he used to look up a lot to them. Now he doesn't. Anyways, this is my opinion about the video. I don't think that America should go in and capture a president of another country. It's not okay. But comment below what you guys think. Anyways, this is the end of the video. See you. Take care and bye.
Tate of United Kingdom, ya Janet Eta Eno of Sweden, Baba Yosambangat, Pastor Egbe Eta Greece, and Pastor Egbe Eta Prudencia.